The fact that there is a God is the biggest conversation worldwide, but the truth of the matter is there is more reason for you to believe there is a God than there is for you to not. The fact that it was already set up on this planet for there to be medicines for us to find and to utilize. And you see what I'm saying? It's like, it's not like, oh, yeah, so he made a cow. No, to make a cow, it means you had to also have made grass. And it means you would have had to have invented a whole new eating system for this animal, which was cud. And that means you would then have to have given him 3 stomachs to be able to, and you would have to have known that he was going to then emit a gas that was going to be necessary on the planet. Like, like none of these things.
Fertilizer,
are
all of it.
right. The fact that
Seeds.
everything goes together.
And then there's the concept of actual entities.
Yes. Well, I'm saying your DNA is either fused or it's not. If it is, it requires a fuser. That's all.
A fuser.
Right.
What do you mean by that?
I'm saying, if they tell you that certain parts of your DNA are fused, that requires a fuser. Did I say that right?
I'm not sure. I see what you're saying. The structure to us in everything, all of it, does seem remarkable.
In a no mistakes type of way.
Yeah, in a synchronistic sort of a way.
Which flies in the face of the accidental Big Bang, nothing from nothing way of thinking. And it always has been.
I'm not saying that you cannot get scientific information from entertainers. Some entertainers are studious and they read. But the understanding of science oftentimes should not be gained from people who lack that understanding, who want to force their biblical ideas into it or even their godly ideas into science. Now, I get my science from scientists. So let's think about some of the things that Cat Williams just said to Joe Rogan on this podcast. One of the things that he's talked about is the fact that how everything in nature came together in such a perfect way and without any mistakes. That means that there has to be a divine intelligence that was involved in it. But that doesn't necessarily give you the God of the gaps excuse to be able to say that, because simply put, the way nature in itself works, nature is designed to continue to replicate itself in one sense, but it is also designed to not create life in another sense. There is no life on Jupiter to which we know of. Nature did not produce this situation that allows for what we define as life to exist on Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Neptune, or any of these other other planets. So where is the perfection in that thought? What is the purpose of Jupiter? What is the purpose of Uranus and Neptune? And I still like Pluto as a planet. But what is the purpose of those things? What is the purpose of another galaxy that is so far away from us that it has minimal influence on the planet Earth? What is the purpose of it? Is just so that we can look in the sky and say, ooh, that's pretty. What is the purpose of it? It serves us no purpose, right? It has no bearing on whether or not life exists here on Earth. So it's wasteful as far as if a perfect God was creating a situation for us to exist, then the overwhelming majority of the universe was created for nothing, for no reason. Only our Milky Way should exist. And well, a few other aspects should exist in order for all of this to coalesce together. But let's think about that. In order for life to exist on Earth, Earth had to be in a perfect spot for the size of the sun to which we have. Minerals and things hit the Earth, starting the process of creating life over billions of years. The Milky Way galaxy had to exist in order for the laws of nature that we understand thus far to be able to keep the Earth where it is with the sun and all its properties. There had to be other celestial bodies in order for that to happen. But it happened. Yet, the overwhelming majority of the universe, it does not happen. So then it's a great waste if it does not happen in the rest of the universe. The majority of the universe is not part of that creation. So it was all wastefully done for no reason. Now, if you have this creator and everything was done perfectly, then why is it that the same space that a man procreates, the same tube, you procreate, but also your waste comes out of it? And not too far, only a couple of inches away, is your maximum waste, comes from an area that you gain your maximum pleasure. Doesn't sound like really good planning. Why does everybody who is born have naturally cancer cells within their bodies if you was built perfectly? Why would a benevolent being put such a negative cell inside your body that serves no other purpose other than to destroy you, other than to kill your body, other than to take away your life? From a baby all the way to old age, that is there. And this cell maintains its telomere so that it never replicates at a lower level, but is always 100% strong when it replicates. But every other cell in your body, your immune system, every time it replicates an immune cell, it's a little bit weaker as you get older. That does not sound like perfection at all. That sounds like a being who made you so that you can be killed from the inside. Is how that made. Why is it that almost every environment on the earth is designed to kill people? Almost every environment. You're not designed to live up north. You're not designed to live way down south. You're barely designed to live in the tropics. And within the tropics, there's so many other animals and insects and diseases and everything that is designed to kill you. The earth is incredibly inhospitable to humans. It's not made for you. It is not made for you to thrive in the overwhelming majority of this planet, but yet all of it was created for you. Doesn't make sense. If you was creating a world that was perfect for humanity to exist in, then the overwhelming majority of that world should have been created in order for you to live in it. But over thousands and thousands and thousands of years, we invented things to allow us to conquer the very natural thing that was supposedly created by this creator so that you can live in it. Makes no sense. And then the unscientific idea of saying that through the Big Bang that it was an accident and that something came from nothing. The Big Bang is not a theory of nothingness. There is no such thing in science as nothingness or empty space. That matter exists everywhere, whether it's existing in the gross matter form or it's existing as frequencies, energy, or as atomic structure, but it is all energy. It is all energy, all consisting of levels of matter by which we have only detected the very beginnings of the fullness of matter. So it is not that the Big Bang is something from nothingness. It is something from something. And we see these singularities happening all the time where a collapsed star draws in enough matter and that energy builds up to the point where it explodes out, creating new nebulae, creating new stars, creating new solar systems, creating the opportunity for new life as a natural function of the explosion and crunch, creation and destruction, creation and destruction. The universe is a balance of creation and destruction constantly going on just because of how scientifically energy works. Not how God works, but how energy works is how all things in the universe works. As it was said by Tesla, if you want to understand the universe and understand all things, then you look at frequency, vibration, and energy. Stop listening to these people like Cat Williams and thinking that they are bringing something profound to the argument. What they are bringing is a doctrine that they have been taught by someone who does not understand how the universe functions, how nature works. It's a good thing that they never invite me to these conversations because these people like Cat Williams will be embarrassed. Wes Huff will be embarrassed. They will all be embarrassed because their arguments are based on faith. And faith in itself, as it is defined, is to believe something without facts, but it is also to believe something in lieu of facts. And the moment you've done that, you've lost the argument. But y'all have a great day, and always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.